Caffeine in athletic performance. Caffeine works as a central nervous system stimulant and performance enhancer. The binding of caffeine to receptors increases muscular firing, stimulates adrenal secretion, alters substrate utilization, increases cellular ion release, and decreases pain perception, all of which could improve exercise performance. Caffeine has the potential to improve muscular endurance, but research indicates not strength other than possibly repetition to failure. Athletes may consider caffeine usage if they're extending efforts of 70 to 75% VO2 max for 15 to 120 minutes, and they may include runners, cyclists, triathletes. However, they should note the NCAA has banned caffeine at certain concentrations. Caffeine at concentrations of 15 micrograms per milliliter in a urine test result in a failed banned substance test. Think in terms of the amount of caffeine an athlete must consume, 500 milligrams, which is equivalent to 6 to 8 cups of coffee. Athletes need to consider when and how much caffeine they consume, as 15 minutes after consumption, blood levels rise and remain elevated for several hours later. Considering this example, a cup or two of coffee with breakfast, a Red Bull or Mountain Dew an hour later on their way to training, and then a scoop of pre-workout, they may have just consumed an illegal amount of caffeine. Current research supports low and moderate uses of caffeine, which will keep the athletes within the standards set by the NCAA. Athletes should not consider using more than the recommended dosage of 2 milligrams to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. An example would be a 190-pound athlete consuming 2 milligrams. That would be the equivalent of 172 milligrams of caffeine, or about 1 to 2 cups of coffee. Should that same athlete consume 6 milligrams of caffeine, they would have exceeded the NCAA standard, which would put them at 516 milligrams of caffeine. Athletes must start with a minimal dose and adjust for performance to stay within guidelines. Furthermore, dosing at higher levels than recommended could result in negative nervous system responses, such as anxiety, nervousness, fatigue, irritability, inability to concentrate, disrupted sleep. Could also impact cardiovascular system, altering blood pressure. Additionally, caffeine increases the body's metabolic rate and could alter the athlete's ability to thermoregulate. Therefore, athletes interested in caffeine usage, it is recommended endurance athletes start with low doses of 2 milligrams per kilogram of body weight 20 minutes prior to training and adjust the dose accordingly. I recommend they stop all other caffeine consumption during training. They should also not consume doses after or before 24 hours. They should also abstain for periods of 4 or more days after chronic caffeine usage to resynthesize the caffeine's physiological effects.